imagine we've got a topic now. This topic is my husband. Someone called in Akatanzi. My husband's penis is too small.
I hear that quite a lot, but what I always say, no, when it's not about the size, it's how you can utilize the tools that you have. At the most vanhu havanzwisisi kuti size dzimwe nguva haitorina basa. Munhu anofanirwa kuziva kushandisa katuruzi kake kainako. Akakashandisa mushe, macomplaints aya would never show up, haambobudi.
Saka inini tinasi tichakonana chete nokuti inini I'm one of those people anoti size matters.
Well,
size matters. Kana uchiziva kuti your penis is small, stay away from big sex or stay away from big women, I think, because size, I think size matters. Imagine this. Let me ask you a question. Okay? When he is pumping, and when he is pumping, size doesn't matter because he's just pumping. But imagine if I have to sit on someone. If I'm sitting on that person and I'm up and down, imagine chichibuda shasamaz. Now I have to rate it. And because guy has got a small dick, and now then I would limit size matters.
Saka, my sister Mati. Is that what you are saying? I find it very unfair because those people don't choose to come that way. They are made that way. Just like and I think it's very unfair because I hear a lot of women who speak like you, who say I'm all for the big guys and blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, like, experience matters, because I'm gonna tell you from the point way back in the days, you couldn't afford kosore, you couldn't afford my movements as well. But back then we did not know. It was just like we were still getting in the game. I dumped him because of that. But when later on in time I realized it was this tiny, like erect.
Yes. Yes, I hear you, Sha. But then, Auntie Sha, I choice. Now, I don't have a problem with people with small penises. That's on them. But in any condition, my choice is if I'm going to choose a partner. It's important that I know. Good sex before marriage. I want to see and know what I'm working with. So if I get a guy and a small dick, I know myself. Okay, there are some women who know themselves. Anogona kuti tricks dzake agodi tese tinoziva. Funga kuchibereko, samazinoza kuchibereko ndokune pati yese, ndokune yese kumberi kwekwe, shuga iri kumberi. Manje samazi kana asingasvikiri ndoita sei? Ndofana chero ndikagarira, chero ndikazoti 180 makumbo kudai haisviki samazi. And unoziva kuti nyaya paentrance and then kuzoti pane rings zvazvia, izo when you put your hand inside pane rings zvazvia but pane kumberi kana ukazopinda mufreeway pane imwe stop yayo unoziva kuti inoita kuti yeah. Saka kana murume anzi my husband's penis
rega ndikubate imurodzo atete vebonde muchatadzisa vanhu vakawanda kuroorwa nenyaya mutaura yekuti hanzi size matters, because there is a lot of great husbands and great men out there who are just equipped small. Vachapedzera vakungoteterwa kuside. This thing has deprived a lot of women from the marriage partners that were created for them, because they are looking at the size of the tool and they're just not figuring out how to work that tool out. Ndosaka mbana takawandisa, because tirikutaza masizes ezvombo, and at the end of the day you end up miserable and lonely because you want a big piece that doesn't exist. Some zvirikoko kana zvakatorwa zvese.
On a point. But then remember, there's a difference between making love and fucking. When you make love to someone, size, things like size won't affect you. But when it's mongo, dzaunoda kunyatsodhumiriswa kumadziro and all that. When you're making love to someone, when you actually love that person, size shouldn't worry you. But then there's sometimes when you don't want to make love, but you can't do that with a small penis. What happens? Because that's her problem. I'm sure she loves us. My husband, dear, and my husband's penis is small. So can I tell her husband, I'm sure she's got some level of love for the guy. Okay, no problem. And Randy.
If she loves him well enough, she's going to start studying into the toys. The toys they give you all sizes and every size of it that you can utilize those and use them with your partner, because with his size, and he definitely knows that he is small, if you try to introduce those things, there's no way he's going to say no, because he is going to do everything to please you, unless that mutual understanding. If it's love, then you have to introduce my toys. Just not because the size is small, you have to abandon the man or say that's a way of choosing. I find that very unfair. And like I say, there is introduction to certain things. There's so many things that can outcome, override the sizes.
We are talking to this platform is predominantly black. We are talking to okay. Not every man is comfortable with seeing sex toys, plastic. Is it not a little bit intimidating if a guy would come and you are trying to please me and I introduce this big plastic magetsi thing? It's a very competitive issue because what happens when you might get more pleasure from the plastic than me? What happens then? Because there's this point, you know where the G spot is. It's kumberi, and you are right when you say sex toys. I do not argue in a way at all. But what happens when the man is resistant and is not comfortable with sex toys? Because that was my number one thing. Also, sex toys. Sex toys will do the job. Sex toys will actually do the job longer, because women can go for 5-6 hours. No, let me come back. 2-3 hours.
I have
banging.
I have to challenge you. Zua, I have to challenge you on the G-spot part. My G-spots akawanda, to be very honest. I
know that. I understand.
Yes. My G-spots, they're not always in one place. But akawandisa, it can be right outside before you even go too far. You can get it from the outside. Saka, the matter of size to me will not even cut it. Kana munhu achikwanisa kuzviwisa nechigunwe, kana munhu achikwanisa kuzviwisa, most of you women do it, kana munhu achikwanisa kuzviwisa nechigunwe, what makes it not able kuti zviitike kuti ushandise karipo ikako? Because chero kachingomira kachita hard, you can utilize it and make it work. Munonyepa imi?
But yeah, that is true. But my husband's penis is too small. Panzi smoker is too small, which means she obviously has a problem, and we're trying to help her, right? We're trying to help her. What does
we simply need to introduce the kuma toys. There is so many toys that can be helpful. And the muruma hafana kuoma musoro kana aine kanhu kake kadika anofanirwa kudzidzawo kushanda nemunhu wake kuti tikwanise kudzidzisana kuti how do we utilize, because munhu akasanakirwa, if the husband doesn't understand, murume wacho anozviziva here, does this husband know kuti ndo zvaari? Obviously he does know, but has she communicated it? Yes, has she communicated it with him?
Remember, listen, my penis is big, but you don't know what is small, what is big, what is extra large. Saka maybe
honestly, it's a matter of communication. Kana mu relationship mine communication. This guy definitely knows. Don't tell me kuti vanhu vane tunhu tudiki havazivi kuti vane tunhu tudiki. You ought to know what you have. This guy definitely knows, and like I'm saying, then it bounces down to communication. How well is this woman communicating with her other partner, her partner? How well is she communicating? Because if she's not communicating well for this husband to be open to other things, then because to be very honest, making love, having sex, shagging, whatever they call it, is a big part in every relationship. I don't care what people want to say. kukwirana, sex, all that stuff, it plays a big role. Relationships are moody. So you need to find a way of communicating kuti mukwanise kuintroduce matoys. Sometimes I think vakadzi vazhinji we are just scared to bring these things up because you don't want your partner to feel like wamudzikisira. But it's how you approach him. Yeah, you don't necessarily have to say there's so many ways of killing a cat.
I hear you.
Yeah, there's a way of bringing it to the table. Find a great day, make sure he's very happy, and find the best way is possible. The way you can do it,
Okay. I hear you, my dear. But here's me for you, okay? In Inango, I've had sex with a guy with a small dick, and I've had sex with a guy with a big dick. And I don't care what you're gonna say, Summers. It is not the same. I'm not shawning on guys with small dicks. Look, if you've got a small dick, yay, you've got a small dick. That's sorry, Ako, I did it. But Nina cannot work with a small dick. This woman has chosen to work with a small dick. This is why she says, my husband. Husband. Maybe she married for the wrong reasons or whatever. Small dicks are good to a certain extent, but you work better with big dicks. Certain positions. I'm talking from a big girl's perspective. I am a big girl, okay? And I have a big bottom. Now, if you have a small dick, there are certain things. Tell me. Tell me. Let's say unekadora. Chest passy, bottom up, 6 and 9 type of thing. So I'm sorry, I really think that she needs to consider kuti vanodaire murume wavo kana asingamudi and she's there for the wrong reasons. She needs to slide, otherwise she's going to cheat on him, right? Because toys will come in and they'll just help kusvika apa. You cannot replace a dick with a toy. So in as much as we want to introduce toys, I really think toys are good, and I'll tell you why toys are good. Pama couples are just sex, but to a certain extent, toys are bad. Because, okay, fine, I've got a small dick, so I'm going to replace it with this toy. You're not going to get the toy the same size as the guy's dick. You're going to get it bigger. It'll bruise his ego. No matter how much you want to say, no, Chukubatirana, you must understand. Men have got a thing. Once you put a substitute, I have a girlfriend of mine, and a boyfriend in a small dick. She took a vibrator in the middle of a session. In the middle, she took a vibrator and she stuffed it in. And sync like that. Of course, guy was receiving pleasure because that thing vibrates. Like both of them get stimulation. But after that, the guy never called her again. So to a certain extent, you are right. My choice can be introduced. But then, how do you say, your dick is small, or baby, whatever way you want to say it to him? So I'm getting a helper. And then you get a plastic guy. What happens when he's not there and you receive more pleasure from plastic? So if she's in it for love, she's going to have to suck it up and do find a way of making it work. But if she's not in it for the love and she's in it for other reasons, girl, slide. I really think she should slide because she's going to end up cheating on him. You can't really replace a dick with plastic. It doesn't work, my baby. It doesn't. It helps. It helps.
Let me hold you up. Let me hold you up. Let me stop you there. Let me stop you there. Let me hold you back. Ipapo Mvitori. You are literally shutting down varume vane tumboro tudiki, and that sounds very unfair, because when you are trying to introduce a partner, like a third partner in terms of like matoys, you are not replacing him. You are just trying to stimulate the relationship. Because the point is, if you don't introduce matoys, kuchapesera kwaita chihure mukati memusha.
Regardless of big dick, small dick, or whatever. Ukaona mukadzi akuenda kunotsvaga someone else kuti amupise, okay? kana excuse yake yachikwanzi because my husband's dick is small, that is wrong. Chihure chagara chiriko, whether the guy has got a small dick or a big dick, chihure chagara chiriko. I am talking about how best would you handle. Are you not sure kuti zvinhu does it not intimidate men? Remember, our black men are very sensitive. I want to talk about black men because my friend,
it would intimidate him more if you don't speak and keep quiet and act like zviri kukunakira, because varuma vasi madofu ava, they know, they can see, they can tell kuti munhu haasi kunakirwa nezvikuitika panapa. So I think
a lot of women fake. A lot of women fake.
But how long can you fake?
Zvidya kudai so agobvundisa zvidya kudai so asi pasina dry land.
Aiwa, the truth of the matter is you can only fake kana zvinhu zvako kana zvakanaka paine mazuva aunonyatsosvitswa chaiko chaiko. Kana wagara wane 1 2 3 years usingasvitswe mberi kwezvinhu, you will have to complain and say something kuti murume aite pay attention. If you don't, like I'm saying, mukadzi anotobuda akanoura, munonyepa imi.